So let's talk about childcare in America and what Project 2025 says about childcare in America. So in Project 2025, page 486, they say they prefer home-based over universal daycare, and they're giving their reasons there why they prefer home-based daycares over universal daycare. Now, I've used both home-based daycare and I've used universal daycare. And when it comes to price-wise, they are the same. Why did I move from home-based daycare to universal daycare? It's a personal preference. And not just me, there were other kids who were in the home-based daycare and the other kids who were in the universal, preschool sort of daycare. And why are they there? It's preference. The price range is the same. It's preference. Some people prefer McDonald's, other people eat Taco Bell. It's a preference thing. It's not necessarily a price thing because you get this, they have deals in value deals, they have deals in McDonald's, they have deals in Taco Bell. It's a preference thing. And I'm saying this to say the thing about Project 2025, their sort of view about government, about basically everything, is very narrow. They are not factoring in that there are people who will not like that. There are people who don't support that style of governance, which is fascism. There are people who don't prefer fascism because it's of the brutality of it. And they are sort of romanticizing things like fascist tendencies, attacking the media. So there are these things they are romanticizing, and there's a reason why a lot of dictatorship sort of countries move to be democracies. There's a reason because of the brutality of fascism. And then when it comes to some issues like this daycare issue, this is a individual. This is an individual issue because the bottom line is it doesn't matter what daycare you take your kid to. At the end of the day, the parent is the one who's gonna be with the kid. So they need to take their kids to a place whereby they are comfortable with the environment. And not everybody wants a nanny. Not everybody wants a home daycare. Not everybody wants a universal daycare. And everybody should have an option to pick what they want for their kids. When it comes to issues of depression, anxiety, and all these issues they're claiming on the project, and lack of preparedness of kids, part of that, I think there is a failure. They are not understanding what the problem is. Because I'm going to give you an example. There is a mental health crisis in America. A woman, for example, who is going through postpartum depression that woman should be allowed to take her kid to daycare, her baby to daycare. Because why? Because she needs all the help she can get. If she can't get a nanny, she doesn't want a nanny, she should be able to have that option to take the kid to daycare. And sometimes some people are married to husbands who have mental health crises too. People from this type of families should be able to take their kids to daycare. And I remember, there's this lady I was watching. Her name is Erica Komisa or something like that on YouTube. And I used to watch a lot of her videos and also on Instagram. What I realized is people would ask her questions about what about women who are going through postpartum depression? What about women who are, single mothers? What about people would ask her questions? And I remember her response would be, her advice is not for everybody. But why when she talks, she's generalizing. But when people ask her specific scenarios, she says she's not talking about everybody. So, and I'm thinking that's the same argument these people will make, that, oh no, we're not talking about everybody. We're talking about people should take their kids to, we prefer home-based care, but it's not advice for everybody. But everything they're doing in government is basically you want everybody to take their kids to home-based daycare. So there is an issue there. There is a lack of it seems the people who wrote Project 25, to me, this is a personal opinion, they're devoid of reality. They think that their mom is the best cook in the whole world, And as such, everybody else is eating garbage. That's how it comes off to me, this project 2025. But yeah, is this gonna work in America? No, it's not gonna work in America because, as I said, I prefer the daycare, the universal daycare, over the home-based daycare. I would advise people to that, but it's not for everybody. Some people want nannies, they want a one-on-one. For me, I don't care for one-on-one. I don't want it, I'm not interested. That is the more expensive option. Then you have, all of them are sort of in the same ballpark when it comes to pricing. But the bottom line is the parent is still the parent, and they need to be able to guide their children in the way they view is going to be beneficial to them, and not the government. This idea the government wants to take away decisions, options from parents, is just people are paying out of pocket for these daycares. They should have options. So the market, there's part of it that capitalism is not going to allow this to fly, but the government should not, they should give whoever is getting subsidies, give them subsidies for them to take their kids wherever they want to take them. That's all I have to say about this. Thank you.